As more anime series are being available to be streamed, purchased, and torrented faster every year, it's getting hard to decide how you should watch them. On one hand, there's tons of people enjoying it week to week and discussing on social media. On the other hand, there's people who refuse to watch anime seasonally because they rather watch older shows, or rather wait until they hear a show's good and watch all together. This can all come back to one of my few pet peeves, which is when people say, oh, why would you watch new anime when the old anime is better? But that's an entirely different topic for a different video. So the question is anime meant to be binged? To answer this question, you need to take a few things into consideration. When anime was first becoming popular in Japan back in the 70s, not even half as many shows we're getting today came out each year. Even so, a lot of the shows came out were straight to VHS. Fast forward to this millennium, when anime first became popular in the US, people were watching it week to week or day to day when it was broadcasted. I'm only 17 myself, so I can't recollect much of the early 2000s, but I hear so many stories of anime fans coming home every day after school to watch DBZ and Sailor Moon. From my understanding, it wasn't until the mid-2000s to 2006 streaming anime online was a thing. During that time, fansubbing became a thing and teams band together to get shows out faster. This is when streaming anime became popular. Now you have even bigger streaming services like Crunchyroll and Funimation giving you shows weekly about 1 or 2 hours right after they air in Japan. This is one way you can watch shows. On one hand, you'll have lots to talk about to your friends on Facebook and Skype. The perfect icebreaker is asking someone if they saw the new Erased episode or Gangsta episode or McDonald's anime episode or whatever show is popular at that very moment. Plus, watching anime weekly gives you something to look forward to. Say you have to take a class you don't like or go to work, then if there's a show that comes out on that particular day, you have something to look forward to. These weekly simulcasts that come out are really helpful, especially if you don't have the time to sit down and watch an entire 13 and 26 episode show. More and more of these simulcasts are getting dubbed. In 2014, they launched Space Dandy, which I believe was one of the very first anime to have a dub being released at the same time as a sub. Now you have even more and more each season that are having dubs that are only a few episodes behind the original. The possibilities are becoming endless. On the other hand, binging has its own perks too. Lots of people believe that watching a series in bulk has a lot of things in your mind better, whereas if you watch something week to week, you won't be able to remember as much. This especially applies to more thought-provoking series. Back in 2010, you were a weirdo if you stay up all night watching a single season, but now it's almost expected of you if you're really into a fandom. Netflix is setting up their huge anime takeover, in my opinion, with having anime original series and co-producing some of their series from the very beginning. Netflix has already been dropping shows seasons at a time, sometime after they come off the air. They almost created the term binge watching. While they've been launching entire seasons of their own non-anime shows like Daredevil, Orange is the New Black, and Jessica Jones, who's to say that they won't do the same thing for anime one day? These well-budgeted 13 episode seasons they do for their more popular shows. Binge watching eventually became the norm after so long. So pretty much the times are undeniably changing, and I don't think anime is meant to be watched a certain way. The experience you want to have is entirely up to you, although I do think you're missing out on some amazing shows if you limit yourself to only current simulcasts. It doesn't matter if you watch it casually coming home from a day at work or school, or even if you're a NEET living in your own garbage with the only thing left for you to do is watch anime because you're scared of social interaction, have no ambition or drive, so you envy those you see in television shows.